Hey there, Taurus. It's Jen here. I am doing your bonus November reading. Thanks for joining me. Just need to. I hope you're doing well. So, probably I will release this video before the partial lunar eclipse on November 19th. I feel like this has been a long time in coming, that this is the culmination of something, at least from spring of this year, if not to the start of the pandemic, like March of last year. March is coming in strong. So, or the seeds planted now will then be, that you're acting on, will be realized in March of 2022. All right. Yeah, releasing, letting go, boundaries. Where have your boundaries been too strong? Where you're maybe keeping people out? Or where are they too weak? Where people are not respecting them, or you're are having trouble enforcing them? It could be also someone, you feel like someone's hanging on too tightly to you, and so a relationship that's taken on a dynamic where you feel responsible, and that if it wasn't working out and you communicated, like, that person would seemingly fall apart. It's like, I don't know. It maybe a little bit of a caretaker or parent-child vibe to it, or someone's just so closed off and has so many boundaries and so many. Oh, I had more here than I thought. So many boundaries, so many hard stops, just, which is a kind of the negative side of Taurus. So this could be either way. It kind of feels like the person you're dealing with, though. For you, you're like, okay, that's even that's even too much for Taurus, who has who can, be very firmly set in a certain thing. Ace of Cups. So here's a new emotional beginning or new love coming in. Let's pull a few more cards, because another offer. So this could be a job offer. This could be going back to school. The Hermit, doing some soul searching. Another offer. So these offers are changing your health, your wealth, where you work, how you earn money, where you live, your home environment. It's forward facing too. So this is kind of represents what you're letting go of, and then you have this new emotional beginning. Maybe you already have someone you want to ask out. Maybe it's a Virgo here, because they're offering this to the Hermit. But it's almost also like appreciating the solitude. Maybe if you've lived with someone and you're no longer living with them, appreciating the solitude. There's books, gardening, like whatever. Not, it doesn't have to be literally, but they're taking they're doing some things that are more solitary and using it as a time to figure out what they really do want, because you've received some information, something about this situation where someone was holding on too tight, or you were holding on too tight, or issues of boundaries and respect and appreciation. Really has you really are taking this information and figuring some new things out. And I feel like you pretty much, though, like, I almost feel like you had them figured out. Like, you had to go through that thought process to then break up with this person, or um, come to the conclusion that this job situation or whatever it is isn't working. So when you do move on here, you're pretty much ready to get right into it because you really have done the work. Tower. So I feel like to someone, to this energy is going to feel like it's a tower moment because they are hanging on so tight, so close, just so they're trying to gain internal security by controlling external things and thinking that so for the tower, they are going to feel like I have no one or nothing to cling to. What am I going to do? But that's not your, another person's role in your life, unless I guess it's a parent child, which is why I said that it's getting that feel like you're so responsible for everything about someone else. Which again could be you taking on too much, right? Just as much as them sort of demanding it or interacting with life that way. Let's pull some more cards. Are these the cards I want to pull though? No. Are they? All right. We'll just stay with them. Oh, there we go. All right, Taurus. The Tower is a breakthrough. It's really coming to, like, this situation isn't sustainable. It's just not the foundation to build a relationship on, a career on, a whatever. So it was not solid and grounded in the first place. Yeah, there's denial from some party. They're holding on, they're in denial. Maybe you've broken up with someone and they're still kind of stalking you or something. I believe it's the continuing codependent dynamic that was set up in the relationship that made you leave or one of you leave. And again, it feels like a tower moment to them. But I think, or maybe this is them coming at you too. But I think for most people, this is moving on in a real philosophical, good perspective and slowly moving forward, though. Slowly moving forward with these, with this earth energy. But there's might be one person that's really stuck. And you can either continue the dynamic and allow them to disrespect your boundaries, or block and delete and cut them off and realize that this is toxic behavior and they have to grow up and learn, like, you are not responsible for them. Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is going to cut away all that bullshit and all those emotional ties, those unhealthy relationship ties, emotional bonds. She cuts that away. She's like, no, nope. And some people see her as cold, but she's like, no, I'm not, I can't control other people, so I shouldn't be trying to solve other people's problems for them either. Freedom. No less baggage. I feel like moving forward, this new person, you don't want them to have a lot of baggage. I see wanting to travel with them, wanting to have just a more carefree, lighthearted. I mean, the posture of that Four of Cups over there, where she's just almost in a fetal position, hugging her, whatever makes her feel secure. And here, she doesn't have anything. She's just free and letting go. Like, she has a healthier attachment to things. This person could be a little more the other way. Like, they want to stay single with this hermit. They like to go do things, but they want their space, or again, it'll probably move very, very slowly. And I don't even mean you won't sleep with them right away. That I just everything's still being kept in perspective. Like the honeymoon period, it's understood that it's the honeymoon period. And you know what I mean? There's realistic. And here's a king of swords. Yeah. Maybe the next person you're thinking the next person I'm with has to be more stable, less needy, stand on their own. Because you felt like you got in a situation where it was just this person was just so high maintenance. I want to pull a few more cards too. I don't know why, but let's pull some of these. So, what's this new offer coming in? What's this Fool? There's a new job. Maybe you'll decide to move, go to school. This nice. This King of Wands. Yeah, you may another more independent spirit, someone with an energy more like the Fool card. This could be a Sag, Aries, Leo. But someone that goes with the flow, someone that's up for action, for doing things, definitely a doer, action oriented, likes to go out in nature or work out or not a homebody. So it's interesting because Taurus tends to be labeled as someone who really likes to stay home. Well, we have the Hermit, though, I guess, with a Virgo, which is coming out. Yeah, so it's like someone's getting this fire sign maybe is getting you out of your comfort zone. But it's going slowly. Oh, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. This person's very independent. So the thing about a fire sign is they're not going to sit around waiting for you. Like if they want to go do something and you don't want to go, they're like, "All right, I'll see you in 4 hours." Like we're not going to just stop our lives for you. And I think that's maybe refreshing and that seems sustainable to you with this 10 of Pentacles. Because there's no feeling of restriction or control. Wow. Like this is someone you could get married to and have babies with and have grandkids with if that's what you want or whatever it is that you want. Actually build a life together. Wow, holy crap. Taurus, this is amazing. The Magician. You are manifesting the life of your dreams. You learned something very profound over the last, we'll say the pandemic time. And you now know what doesn't work but where you're going in the future. And you're just you're manifesting left and right. You have a really kind of more open and positive attitude. But in the sense that if you meet someone and you see that sort of codependent or this clingy type of behavior, you're out. And it's not in a mean way. You're just like, I'm in a different place. I'm just, and this is what I want. And this is where I am right now. And I'm not trying to put any pressure or parameters. Maybe they were pressuring you to get married or have kids or move things along. And you felt, I don't know. Yeah. Like, again, they wanted to hold on. So, yeah, you're moving forward. You're breaking down anything that isn't sustainable and rebuilding in a slow, methodical manner. Opening yourself up though and ready to receive, but willing to move on when it doesn't feel right and not allow your codependent self to stay in and not be honest and forthright with the person because you don't want to hurt their feelings or you feel obligated somehow. It's like you know what you want now. And you know it could change, but just that confidence that comes from I've figured some things out here and I know what I want and where I'm going and I'm going to go for it. Um, but I'm also I'm not going to get stuck in a situation that I know isn't right because I'm being too nice, basically. Okay. Well, that's your reading, Taurus. Yeah, I can see the new moon in Scorpio, November 4th, playing out, and then that lunar eclipse in your sign playing out in these cards. So I hope you're doing well. Take care.